Hi, and welcome back to another motivational moment with me, your coach, Michelle. Y'all, that's four M's. Motivational moment, me, and Michelle. That was random, but I just wanted to point that out. So today I have my infused water, as I always do, cucumber and lemon. And I actually have a cup of hot peppermint tea because doing these videos, sometimes you get a little parched there. But we're going to be talking about believing in yourself again. So it's a well known fact that if you want to succeed in life, you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in you, why should anybody else believe in you? And you ever find that you have times where you believe in someone, and I mean you believe in them with all you have, and they don't believe in themselves? So ask yourself, why should other people believe in me if I don't believe in myself? I'm just asking. So believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place. Have faith in your own abilities, work hard, and there's nothing that you cannot accomplish. And that is a quote by Brad Henry. So here's some ways that you can start to believe in yourself again. Number one, accept that where you are is not where you always will be. Y'all, that's powerful right there. That'll preach, and we can do the benediction and go on home for real. But where you are right now at this very moment is not where you will always be. So you have to accept that your current situation is not your final destination. Let me say that one more time because somebody in the back of the room didn't hear me. You have to accept that your current situation is not your final destination. Use where you are as a stepping stone to your next level. Use where you are as part of your success story because we all have a story to tell. Anybody that has made it, they have a story to tell. Steve Harvey has a story to tell. He talks about how he lived in his car for 3 long years and he was broke. But look at him now. Iyanla Van Zant, she has a story to tell. Lisa Nichols, she has a story to tell. And Oprah has a story to tell. Walt Disney has a story to tell. Henry Ford has a story to tell. Every famous person that you and I both know, they have a story to tell. Tyler Perry, can't leave him out, has a powerful story to tell. So, first, accept sadness. Realize that without losing, winning isn't so great. And this is a quote by Alyssa Milano. Number two, think about your past success. So, you've done it before and you will do it again. Can I say that again? In case you missed it, you've done it before and you will do it again. Look at how far you've come and know that it ain't over until God says it's over. Now, I know grammatically that is not correct. You know it and I know it. But I'm going to say it just because I can. And like the song says, it ain't over until God says it's over. Every day is a new opportunity. You can build on yesterday's success or you can put its future behind and start over again. That's the way life is with a new game every single day. And that is a quote by Bob Feller. But do you understand that your past should always motivate you? If you sit back and really think about your past, look at where you came from, look at what you had to go through, that should motivate you to want to do some different things, to be a better person. I don't know about you. Now, I didn't have a rough past, but I do look at my past, and that motivates me to do the things that I do today because I will be successful. I have claimed it. God and I have talked about it, and I believe it is so, and therefore I act as though I am where I want to be as I work towards getting there. Number three, trust and believe in yourself. So this is one of the most important things that you have to remember. You have everything you need inside of you. I have everything I need inside of me. We have everything that we need inside of us. And you just have to believe it. Because if you don't believe it, then what good is it? I believe that everything I need is inside of me. I believe that God lives in me. I believe in my abilities to do the things that I want to do, accomplish the things I want to accomplish. But see, I believe it. Doesn't matter what it looks like now. I believe it. And I wake up every day and I thank God for all of the things that I thank Him for. And I thank Him for it as if I already have it, because I know it's on the way. I just have to keep believing and doing what I need to do to make that goal a reality. So everything is in the everything in the universe is within you, all from yourself. And this is a quote by Rumi. Number 4, don't let fear stop you. Fear stands for false evidence that appears real. And I need you to always, always, always remember that. And I know you've heard that quote before. And that's all fear is. It's just false evidence that appears to be real. Do you remember back in 1999, people were thinking that the world was going to come to an end in 2000. Well, that was false evidence that appeared to be real. Why? Because somebody said it. And at midnight, at the stroke of midnight, it was January 1 of 2000, I'm sorry. And guess what? The world didn't come to an end. So when people say stuff like that, I'm like, we're going on somewhere with that one. Because I know that the only person that knows the day nor the hour is God. So you can't tell me when the world's coming to an end, because you don't know and neither do I. And having said that, it's just like with whatever your goals and your dreams are. If somebody tells you that you can't accomplish something, that causes fear within you. Well, that's just false evidence that appears real. Because somebody told you, well, you've been doing all of this stuff and you've yet to reach your destination. Okay, so what? I still keep believing. I still keep working my tail off. And I have a lot of tail to work off. So don't ever let fear keep you from doing what you want to do. So it is the main thing that holds you back from believing in yourself again. More than anything else, face your fears. Don't let them stop you from achieving your goals. And here's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that simply says, always do what you're afraid to do. When you talk about fear, I think I've talked about this on my channel before about, Lord, I can't even think of his name now. He's bishop and he's deceased, but he always talked about in your dreams how, and I've had this happen over the years many times, and I'm running and I'm running and I'm running, and he says, stop running, turn around and face your fears. Now you all aren't dreaming, you're wide awake, but I'm going to tell you now, stop running from that thing that you've been afraid to do. See, because you've been wanting to do something and you haven't done it because you're afraid. And you said to yourself, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What are people going to think? What are they going to say? That is none of your concern. That is none of your concern, just like it's none of my concern. You go out there and do what you've been called to do. You go out there and do what's been put on your heart to do. Don't let fear rob you of the opportunity to do some great things, because somebody somewhere is waiting on you to do what you said you were going to do. Number 5, give yourself a break every now and then. You have to forgive yourself for any failures or mistakes that you have committed in the past, and you've got to move on. You have to look at the future and stop living in the past. Be compassionate towards yourself. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've talked to people and they have no compassion for themselves. And they just constantly just beat themselves up all the time about stuff they did in their youth. I was younger and I wasted my time. I did this, I didn't do that, I didn't do the other. Guess what? That's in the past. And in the famous words of Medea, like your big behind, and that's not the word she used, your past is behind you. Anything that happened yesterday, that's in the past. If it happened a second ago, it's in the past. If it happened a minute ago, it's in the past. Last week, last month, last year, that's all in the past. What I just said to you 5 minutes from this very moment, that's in the past at this point. So what I'm telling you is you've got to stop beating yourself up over the past, because there is nothing that you can do to go back and change whatever that thing was. It's done. Whatever you said, it's been said. However you acted, you've already done that. All you can do is forgive yourself. Ask God to forgive you first. Forgive yourself and move on. You can't let that just weigh you down. Some of you are allowing your past to get you by the throat, and it's holding on for dear life, and you can barely breathe. But what I'm telling you is take a deep breath and let those chains just fall off. Stop letting your past keeping you from moving forward. And then number 6, last but not least, I said keep moving forward and never look back. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. And this is a quote by the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all, that's powerful right there. And I'm going to make sure I put that in the description box because you've got to remember that. And I say keep moving forward and never look back. Because here's what happens, in my opinion, when you constantly look back over your life. This is how I picture it. So you get to your later years and you're sitting in your rocking chair and you have your shawl wrapped around you or sweater, whatever you have on. And you're sitting, your rocking chair is by the window and you're sitting by that window and your hands are clasped like this in your lap and you just rocking back and forth. You're just rocking. And you look out the window and you're saying, wow, I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have done the other. I could have been so many things. I had so many goals. I had so many ambitions. So many things I wanted to do. So many great ideas. But I didn't do it because I let fear keep me from moving forward. And I spent all my life looking back at the mistakes I made. And you're sitting there, you're just rocking. You're just rocking. And then you start to beat yourself up. And then you kind of start to hate yourself because of all the things that you didn't jump on. And you're just rocking. But do you realize that all that rocking is not going to change a thing? And all you're doing is taking the last part of your life and you're just throwing it out the window because you're sitting there worrying about what happened in the past. So I need y'all to stop all that rocking. Cut it out. It's all right to sit in your rocking chair and rock. You can. But I need you to sit there and think about, Lord, I'm so thankful for all of the great things that I'm going to accomplish. I'm going to accomplish ABC today. I'm going to accomplish XYZ tomorrow. And then the rest of the alphabet over the next couple of months. Sit there and rock and meditate on that. But stop thinking about the past because the past is gone. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all. All you can do is apologize if you hurt somebody, if you messed up on a job, messed up a relationship. All you can do is apologize. There's nothing else you can do. But don't sit in that chair, keep rocking and worrying about the past because the past will not allow you to go back and fix it. Unless you have a time machine. And you might, I don't know. If you have a time machine, you can go back and fix it like the movie Back to the Future. Then, hey, do that. But otherwise, let the past go. The late Reverend Marvis May, I remember he would preach, and I remember the time he talked about how he said, if you want to move forward in life, he said every now and then you have to glance over your shoulder, look at how far you've come, but keep moving forward. Now you notice he said glance. He didn't say linger. He said glance back, but keep moving forward. And it's all right to do that every now and then. Every now and then you do have to look back from where you've come as you're moving forward. Because I just think it makes you a better person. Plus it helps you to better take care of the things that you have. You respect it more when you can look back and see how far God has brought you from. But don't stay there. Glance and keep going. Let me do a quick recap and then I promise I will let you be. So today we talked about believing in yourself again. And the first tip that I gave you was to accept that where you are is not where you always will be. Doesn't matter where you are right now, good, bad, or indifferent. It's not where you're going to always be. Number 2, think about your past success. That should help you stay motivated and keep moving forward. When you think about how God has blessed you in the past to have the success that you've had up until this point, think about that and use that to carry you on to the future. Number 3, trust and believe in yourself. You've got to trust and believe in you, just like I trust and believe in me wholeheartedly. Doesn't matter what it looks like. I trust and believe in me, and I trust and believe that God is going to bless me and give me the desires of my heart. I truly do. But you've got to believe that. Don't just say it. You've got to believe it in here. And you've got to believe it up here. Don't just give it lip service where you're just saying it and that's it, but you don't truly believe it. Number 4, don't let fear stop you. Again, I shared with you that fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. That's all it is. It's that voice that gets in your head. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Whew, my sinuses, y'all. It's that voice that gets in your head that tells you that you can't do something for whatever reason. But that's a false lie that you tell yourself. Y'all got to let that go. Number 5, give yourself a break every now and then. Give yourself a break. Okay, you made mistakes. Who hasn't? Who hasn't? So give yourself a break. Stop beating yourself up. Let that thing go. Forgive yourself. Ask for forgiveness from others and let that thing go. Because here's the thing. Even if they don't want to forgive you, that's not your business. And it's not your concern. You've apologized. If they choose not to forgive you, then forgive my French. To hell with them. To hell with them. Move on. Because you've done all that you can do, but you've got to forgive yourself. And then number 6, I said keep moving forward and don't you ever look back. But then I said it's all right to glance, because you do want to glance every now and then to see where you've come from. But don't you let that keep you there. You glance and then you keep turning around, you keep moving forward. You look over your shoulder and say, Lord, thank you for bringing me from where I was to where I am. Lord, thank you for taking me from where I am to where it is I'm trying to get to. I'm thanking you in advance. That's what I need you all to start doing. So you guys, that's all I have. I want to say thank you to my newest subscribers. Thank you to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I couldn't do what I do without each and every one of you. And so for that, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all so, so much. You know my drill. You know the spiel. I love you no matter what. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Nothing at all. Because I'm going to love you when you're going up. I'm going to love you when you're coming down. I'm going to love you when you're going in. And I'm going to love you when you're coming out. But most importantly, I'm going to love you when nobody else even likes you. And on that, you can take it to the bank. You can file it away, because that's a for sure enough thing. Until next time, take care.